I like this. Shadow on the water. Will there be an intro? Doesn't look like it. Let me read this then. Basso's been making ends meet with a stevedore job down at the docks, and he just came to me with a tip-off. The Lady Lucy, a merchant schooner belonging to Captain Morag, recently came into port. At first, nothing seemed particularly unusual about it, but before the tavern gossip turned the strange behavior of the crew. Apparently, they all seem to have changed in some indescribable way, withdrawn and haunted, as if they saw something on that last voyage that none of them will talk about. Out of curiosity, Basso snuck a look at the ship's manifest and found some irregularities, almost suggesting that the ship stopped somewhere unrecorded in the log and traded some of its cargo before returning to the city. Most intriguing of all was reference to a gold slab, strangely carven, taken by Captain Morag to his home in exchange for less split on the haul, as it could have been broken for more equal shares. If I were a gambling man, I'd bet this gold slab is one of the lost compendiums of Aben Dazar. The keepers should pay handsomely to get their hands on one of those twisted volumes. The captain's home is a crumbling old house in the canal district. It's a dark, rainy night, but Basso's acquired a rowboat, so breaking in from the water should be easy enough. Then I'll just have to find the compendium and get out before the storm gets any worse. Equipping the blackjack. I was just reading some notes on it. Okay. Shadow on the water. Bass's rowboat to sneak into Captain Morag's townhouse from the canal. Be careful not to fall in. The waters are treacherous in weather like this. It seems the captain has come into possession of one of the lost compendiums of Aben Dazar. Grab 3,000 loot. Get at least 3 rare loot items. Oh boy. I hope I don't regret playing an expert. A thief of your caliber should be able to complete this job without leaving a body count. Kill no one. Basso will keep circling while you search for the house. Once you have obtained your prize, get back on board his rowboat to escape. Got it.
All right, Gary. I'll get you as close as I can, but you'll have to jump. The rest is up to you. Just don't fall in. The undertow's treacherous in weather like this.
Here?
I'll keep circling as long as I can. Good luck.
Apparently I can't swim in this particular water. Last one I just played, I was having an issue where my shift tab. Did I do that on purpose? Huh. I thought I had a different button for doing that. Diamond lockpick. Compass. Rake lockpick. Yeah, you just die. You can't swim. At least not in this water. Oh. Sorry, something was bugging me on the other screen. There we go. Do I have a map? Yes. Main canal entrance. Servant dock entrance. This is where we are. I assume if I throw them in the water, they'll die, and then I'll lose, because I'm not supposed to kill anybody. Housekeeper, kitchen, and then the spiral. So I don't really know where I need to go. Probably upstairs to the master bedroom. Probably. 4th floor. Okay, I guess we'll just explore. Oh, water. Okay. I think some of my controls confusion is just I haven't played this game in a long time, relatively, and I got a new keyboard, so it's like it feels unfamiliar to me. Thought I heard somebody walking, but maybe they're. I wonder if these are all like custom textures and stuff. Or at least some of them. I got a new, it's a Razer keyboard, which is what I had before, but it's got quieter keys. They're still mechanical, but they're, I forget what the exact model is. It's one of their full-sized Black Widow ones or something. But it's got the yellow keys, which are quieter. Mortimer. Keep an eye out next time you're patrolling the 2nd floor. I swear I saw the captain come out the bathroom muttering to himself, and he goes over to that statue in the corner. I look away for no more than a few seconds and he's gone. Something weird is going on since he got back and I don't like it. I'm going to see if there's any work going at Banfree's. Rodney comes out of the bathroom and looks at a statue in the corner. Note added to map. Oh. Wow. One of the guards saw the captain vanish near a statue on the 2nd floor. That's really cool. I've never seen that kind of thing in a mission. This game is 20 years old and there's people making stuff for it. I wonder if I should explore the bottom floor first. Magpie tournament. Baron's Way Theater, never before seen the tale of Esmeralda Grey, the unbelievable story of the Cursed Isle, featuring Miss Harriet Strap as Esmeralda and Mr. Lee Maddock as the magistrate, with Claudia Smouten, Lionel Updike, and Killian Potts. Music composed and conducted by Quigley Reed. April 20th, August 14th. I like this like Art Nouveau sort of stuff. Oh. And then this is a cool kind of feature. Having the chests open like that, as opposed to just grabbing this stuff. Agatha. You might think your master a bit odd, but I tell you he's got nothing on Morag. I tell you he's turning quite mad. It set my nerves on edge. At night I keep thinking I hear something from below, but this house don't even have a basement. I'd blame the rats, but that's another strange thing. I haven't seen hide nor hair of a rat since the captain's return. Normally they creep in from the canal all the time, but 'tis like we've a cat in the house. Anyways, right again soon with news of this Dominic fellow. He sounds like a charmer. Folded clothes. Chamber pot. Cool. What else? I'm guessing this is the main canal entrance. Wow.
What was that?
Do I have moss, rope arrow? There's a dumbwaiter. A functional sink. Cool. Oh. Thought maybe there'd be a little secret goodie in there. Spalder. I don't care about the provisions tax or the opinions of the butcher. You must get more meat before Saturday, a lot more. A few deer legs are not enough. Speak to Ginny if you need additional funds. Captain Morag. He needs meat. What's he up to? Millicent, rewash the sheets with a double amount of the abrasive detergent and the water as hot as you can stand. Whatever that stain is, it's not come out entirely. Ginny. I think they're above me walking. Sweet dreams. Ornithologist's Guide to Rare Birds of the Djibouti Peninsula. Money. A comb. Collection of feathers. Tom brought me another feather from my collection, a Rudwick's Oriole, if I'm not mistaken. I'm starting to think he is sweet on me. He wants to take me to visit Corbell's aviary, and I think I should rather like that when we get the chance. My concerns for the captain's well-being grow with each passing day. It's near to a month since the Lady Lucy returned to port, and his behavior has grown worse. At first I thought it was grief manifesting in strange ways, but he seems driven by more than the sorrow that filled him before his last voyage. No longer does he keep a regular schedule, but comes and goes at all hours of the day and night. To look at him, one would think he had not slept at all since his return. He seems deeply afraid of water. He remains unwashed, and it is all I can do to get him to drink. I try to ask him what troubles him, but he is evasive and simply begins muttering to himself as if I'm not there. I cannot press him for answers without angering him. This Sunday I defied his orders and summoned the doctor, for when I returned from the market he was barely conscious and gibbered disturbing insanities as I helped him to his bed. I only hope this affliction can be cured, but I fear an ill omen has befallen this house. Why, just this morning I noticed that my ring had slipped from my finger without my noticing, the most valuable heirloom of my family, and I go and lose it. What would my grandmother say? Perhaps it rolled off somewhere in the kitchen. I had better find it before Spalder, or it'll be pawned off for ale as quick as a flash. I was about to say, is that a noteworthy thing? Possibly in the kitchen. Here? A ring. I wonder... Spalder. If it's not in here, then what if he did find it and it's... Oh, no, there it is. Special loot. Is that what I'm supposed to find? At least 3 pieces of special loot? Cool. Alright, I think that's... I think that's everything on this floor. Let's do one of these. I wonder if there's anything in these places outside of the manor.
Nothing making noise now.
Huh. Oh,
Who's there?
nobody.
I hear you. Come out in the open at once.
Hmm. You give up.
Who's there?
Not as exciting as I thought.
What was the other thing? It was a
Notice there's never any birds around.
map. On the second floor, near a statue.
Used to be birds.
I believe I'm on the second floor. Is this the first floor? Ground floor, first floor. Second floor. Okay. City Tribune, unseasonal storm to batter city, experts say. Thunder, lightning, and heavy rain of near supernatural proportions are predicted to hit the city as early as tomorrow night, according to erudite meteorologists from the City College, who study the skies using modern science to determine the weather of the future. The scientists warned that low-lying areas may experience flooding and have urged residents to stay indoors due to the danger of lightning and gale-force winds. When reached for comment, the mayor dismissed the claims as baseless fear-mongering, indicating the cloudless skies and total lack of wind. More on page 7. This is a cool manor. Oh, I can relight the candles too.
Something moved there. Hey, stop right there! Ah!
Well, come over here. Taken care of. Oh, this is a separate one? Or no, it just... Do you think that's wood up there? What is that? This is a very narrow spot. Oh. Oh. Secret. Oh. Cool. Are you alive? Wednesday. Thus far, my search for the compendium has turned up naught. If it be here, then the captain has hidden it well. A portentous storm arises this night. It is a good sign. I must endeavor to awaken at the witching hour to resume my hunt. Unrelated to my quest, but I spied another volume of great worth, a copy of the Cerulean glossaries high on a shelf in the library. Whether or not I succeed in my quest, I may have to take it for my troubles upon departing this house. The right collector will pay handsomely for it. Alas, I must rest for now. The divine sickness seeps ever further into my bones. Into my bones. The Fated Doom of Vorlingia study. A dagger. Merrick, the augurs have shown us a vision that aligns with the Voringian revelations. It is possible that one of the companions of Aven Dazar has resurfaced, and in the city no less. Make your way to the house of Captain Elliot Morag. Your history with the man's father should help you gain admittance, though you should use whatever pretext suits best. Once inside, make a search, discreetly of course. Change nothing of the circumstances in the house, for the role of the captain in the prophecy is not yet clear. Your reward for success in this endeavor will be anointment with the 7th unguent of Exululu. Strengthen silence, High Cleric Andar. Huh. Let's look over here. And did that... A book in the library. Okay. Caitlin. It is as we feared. The captain is afflicted with the same demon as his crew, perhaps even worse. He exhibits the same hollow stare and spasmodic, hunted movements as your husband. I've only seen behavior like-headed men broken by the horrors of battle, but what these sailors have seen they cannot or will not say. I have a lead, though, in circumstances I wish were otherwise. The quartermaster, Mr. Kinney, drowned himself yesterday in his rented room, but he left behind a journal recently dated. I shall read it up in the lounge tonight and see if it sheds any light upon this troubling matter. As for the captain, he is being cared for by Dr. Tibbet. I shall consult him on the morrow. Huh. Was there something like that in here that I didn't notice? Not that I could tell. Flash bomb. So I think I'm here. So now we're on the 2nd floor. There's a guard there. Does he ever move though? He does. What?
Just you wait, Taffer. This way! In here! Stop right there!
Well,
You won't be so cheery when my friends arrive. Quick, some Taffer!
I'm not doing very good at being stealthy. Ouch. Quick, eat all these apples.
Come out
Oh.
and face me, villain. Here you go. Oh! Come on, coward. Face me like a man. Why don't you?
Oh boy.
Get help, somebody! I've got a man down!
Come back here and fight.
Oh. The sliver of shadow is my only friend.
I'll find you. Who's done this? Ah!
See, this is how you play a thief. Hey, look, a spam bot guy. Never mind.
I'll find you. Leave me
There was a long time where I didn't see any of them, but then the last week or two I've come across them. These guys might be below me. Let's save again. Wish I wasn't beat up, but it's the price I gotta pay, I guess. We're on the second floor. There's the staircase. Right, okay. Yeah, I think those guys freaking out are below me. Is this the statue they were talking about? Hello. I guess I found a special loot that I didn't even know about. Or maybe it was just the conclusion of this. The Doom visited upon Verlingia, commissioned by Sir Gregory Morag. There's like a little Cthulhu or something. They're looking for me. But I don't think they know how to get to where I am. Now I'm on the hunt for little switches and stuff. Oh boy. I have been called to the house of Captain Elliot Morag by his housekeeper, and I confess I am at a loss to diagnose what ails the poor man. He seems gripped by a mania and ferocious terrors. From his lucid moments, by turns he descends to muttering and whispering, becoming more and more agitated until he's raving and spitting. His complexion is pale and waxy, his frame gaunt and unkempt. The grief for the death of his wife that once consumed him seems now a background to a greater fixation. Whatever happened out at sea has left him damaged, I fear, beyond hope of convalescence. And yet he remains physically strong. His heart and lungs show no sign of dereliction, and he suffers with no tremor or ache? I don't know. Morag's terror is so palpable that I worry it is catching. I was myself filled with a great yet inexplicable unease when washing my face this morning, and thought for a moment I saw a reflection in the water of some looming shadow behind me. Of course there's nothing there when I turned around. The captain's madness has simply got me on edge. Today another guest arrived at the house, quite different from the cordial Mr. Granwell. This Merrick seemed a wholly menacing character, unpleasant of bearing, his gaze piercing from behind his ceremonial mask, of which I was quite glad, for his pale, bony hand gave me cause to believe his visage similarly skeletal. The housekeeper says he's an old friend of the captain's late father, a priest apparently, but of what blasphemous faith I could not say. Certainly he walks not in the builder's light. The captain's state of ill health continues to deteriorate. He has declined food, and his ravings carried on apace into the night. I am of a mind to have him committed to an asylum, for I have made no headway in rendering the man lucid for more than a few minutes at a time. But mentioning my fears aloud to the housekeeper, I found my way blocked by that sinister priest upon returning to my room. He implored me to wait. Something about a prophecy coming to pass, nothing that made any sense to me. I am certain he used no direct words of threat against me, yet his bearing was one of intimidation, and I was most greatly cowed. I suppose we shall wait until either I find my courage in the face of this charlatan, or whatever he is waiting for comes to pass. I have sedated Captain Morag for the night, but it took somewhat more than a usual dose to quiet his madness. Money? Healing potion. Oh. Various papers. Suppose... healing. In case something catastrophic happens moments from now. Let me just double check. There have been secrets elsewhere. But this must be the dock. Please don't take the chamber pot. I'll just leave it on the bed for him. He can sleep under the bed. Hey. Oh, he is looking for me. I thought he was just walking around. Oh, shit.
That's it! You've had it!
No, you've had it. Bucko. Come on, man.
I'm at you!
Ouch. That's below me, I think.
What's that? Hey, someone talking about...
I was worried about having to collect 3,000, but I've already got 17. So I don't feel quite so bad anymore. Okay. That's the other staircase. Can I take these? No. This way. To my trusty tiny shadow that I killed all these other guys.
Help! We got a thief here!
Where are you going? Don't. No, 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 no. I want you to attack me. Oh shit. Oh shit.
I want a piece of you!
I can't kill anybody.
Catch!
Oh boy.
Making noise.
Ah!
This guy!
Okay. This is... I'm losing control.
Where'd that heifer go? What a mess. I'll turn you on sooner or later. I've seen an intruder. Look sharp. Damn. Where's the thief now? Let's see if an arrow softens you up. Let's get him.
I'd like to get all these guys with this flash.
I'm closing in, Taffer.
Ugh. Ugh. Oh, an hour. Huh. Well. Well. Do you think there's anything out here? Or is this just for show? You think he actually reads these books? Doesn't seem like there's anything out here. Oh, he's out there rowing away. Okay. A hat. A letter. Dear Captain Morag, I feel it is my duty as your neighbor to report a series of strange sounds that we've heard emanating from your house. I took a fright and was all ready to summon a priest fearing your house to be haunted, but my husband's Batman informs me that it is likely the sounds are due to stresses upon the building from the surrounding waterways, not as unearthly as I had feared, but still cause for some alarm. I should not wish for your house to collapse into the canal. It would drive property prices down across the entire district. I took the liberty of informing the city works people who will be sending a surveyor, yours faithfully, Lillian Buxrode. I do like that as I'm being shot with arrows and chased by 3 guards, I'm picking up loot. Well, okay. I guess we're down here on the first floor again. So I may as well explore this place before going back up. I wonder, is there more guards, or have I taken them all out at this point? The Lady Lucy. Gallery, I think this is. Nothing else in here? Globe of the Known World, Commission 828 by Captain Elliot Morag. Cool. This just feels like a room that should have a secret in it, but perhaps not. That goes there. I guess we were in some of this. I'm confused. So this is the... This is the gallery. Okay. And then... This comes here. Yada yada. Dining room. So we might have, other than this valuable cheese, I don't think... No, the plates. Oh, I thought that went outside for a second. Okay, let's go, wait a second. We went up there before. Let's just use the stairs, I guess. Or we could arrow. Well, I think we've gone everywhere here as well. We had that secret. Not here though. Second floor. Bathroom. Oh. We're just gonna do a lap because we came out and this is where that led to. That dumb waiter. Might be time just to go upstairs. Chamber pot. Third floor, master bedroom, study. Library. There's a book. Okay, so we're here. Study. This is a very cool mansion. I said that earlier, but it's still true. Having to plan out the design of these places and stuff would be challenging, I think. Lost Cities and Fishmen. Explorations in the Deep. Randolph Cobbleton. This is the study, so yeah, there's like maps and stuff. Dear Captain Morag, I have concluded my research and regret to inform you that, despite a number of works of esoteric interest, there is little of real value to an art historian amongst your collection of paintings. One notable exception from the inventory is The Opener of the Way, an early work by Nuvio from before he was committed to the Shalebridge Cradle, which I did not see on display during my visit. Assuming the inventory is correct and you have this painting in storage, it would be worth quite a sum at auction. I shall be back in my office on Wednesday next week, should you wish to consider a sale. Yours sincerely, Drumiel Hopkirk. Ah, the cradle. Oh, is that another painting? Is worth a lot somewhere. Dr. Tibbet, by the time you find this letter, I shall be dead. My father's journal prophesies a great storm and my own death, and who am I to outrun my fate? I see the wings of a psychopomp upon the blackening sky this night, and I know my time has come. Trust not the masked one, for he is an agent of the cult my father tried to escape in his final years. But Master Granwell can be relied upon. In Catherine's old music room, you'll find an old mechanist Victrola, On it, I have recorded a final request to you, old friend. It was not. I was not strong enough. You must see it done, or may the Builder have mercy on all our cursed souls. In Catherine's old music room. Right there. Music room key. Reading the Unreadable, A Guide to Codes and Ciphers by G. Hammersmith. G. Hammersmith. Guessing this special painting is gonna not be just sit around. I don't know.
What was that?
Nothing.
You can't hide for long.
Really?
What are you doing here? Get back here, you! Guards! Guards, come quickly!
I was hoping you'd chase me. A guide to portraits of D'Aubergine. Gerontius. It's as I suspected, very little of intrinsic value, which just makes me all the less inclined to sell. Most of the contents of the house were Catherine's doing. She was the one with the impeccable taste, not I. I was merely the brutish errand boy carting in treasures and antiquities for my queen to choose from. Now this house serves as a shrine to her memory, her spirit kept alive in part by her choices in decorating our home. The only valuable painting is one of those horrible ones from my father's day, which is somewhere gathering dust in the attic, I believe. They can have that one. I care not. I'm not certain when I will next set sail. Each endeavor seems more prosaic and dull than the last, without her waiting for me at home. Trade routes, a merchant's guide. Painting, valuable painting, is in storage in the attic. I wonder if it's the same. Probably. I'm just going to ignore these guards until they lose interest in me.
Dead.
Oh,
I better keep a low profile or else I'll be pinned as the killer.
there he is. Vale of Tears, W. Joyst. On the eve of the return of the great boat, it shall be taken under the earth into dark. Can't make this out. The untranslatable shall work at the mines. There in that place it shall be read by the sun in sorrow, desperation. A bridge or passageway shall be open from there to the hollow cave wherein dwell the souls of... Not sure about this word, and untranslatable will perceive. For one cycle of the moon shall the sun appease the great something with offerings of flesh and bone, but he shall weaken in the shadow of his failure. A great storm will herald the death of the sun, and the something will be untethered. As the waters rise, so too will his power, until the death stalks every ripple. Chamber pot. No secrets. No hidden stashes in your bedroom. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Get back here, you coward! We'll show him not to mess with us.
There you go. One.
You'll be full of holes soon. We'll teach him to mess with us. Where are you, you tappy? Have some of this.
Two.
After him. Catch this thief.
Ouch.
Here, have some more.
Shoot. Ah. It's the archers that get annoying. How'd you hit me?
Try and catch this.
I can't kill anybody. Can't jump in the water.
Don't think you'll be full of holes.
I might have to just leave.
I got a pain for you. There. Don't make that run. Get back here, you.
There's a book somewhere in here.
Can I get some help over here? I want a piece of you.
Said it was on like a high shelf somewhere.
Where are you?
So I wonder where that is. Inns and taverns. I don't see anything. Unless it's that one. That was useless damage. No, that's the one that I looked at. Well. Oh, this is cool. Dang.
So scared.
If only I had more tools.
You'll pay for this. Don't let me come find you.
But I really don't.
All right, where are you?
Having the lightning like that, I always think is cool when they pull that off.
I'm closing in, Tapper. I got a pain for you. I'll find you soon enough. Where are you, you Tapper? You're a pincushion now, Tapper.
We're gonna make this work. We're gonna make this work. Didn't it say? Rare book, the Sprillian Glossaries, was seen on a high shelf in the library. So it doesn't necessarily mean this high, but somewhere. Oh. There it is. I was thinking this earlier too, but there's something like subtle about having like all the windows be clear and that you can like see out them. Because sometimes there's just like, hey, this is a window, but it's just a texture. Left a message on a Victrola in the music room. Old key.
Doctor, if you're listening to
This
this,
is very quiet.
then I must now.
Turning it up.
My mind is clouded. But I know what must be done. I tried to bring her back. My Catherine. I found a book. Something my father once sought, filled with blasphemous rituals. It was hidden deep within a tomb on an uncharted island. But something else was down there in the darkness. Something that escaped when I took it. Now it haunts this house. It draws strength from water. It followed us back across the sea. It can be banished, I am sure of it, but I didn't have the strength. I could not bear to give her up. Take this old key. Find the hidden lock beside the painted sun. It will open a passage to the basement, which I have kept sealed since my father's day. Take a light and your courage. Within, you will find the accursed book and my Catherine. You must destroy the book. You must do what I could not. Break it, burn it, destroy it. It is the only way. But keep it away from the water, or the thing will become strong. Strong enough to break through. And one more thing. Please, put my Catherine to rest once more. She has suffered enough for my folly. It comes for me.
Nope. Oh. So there's a secret in the painted sun in the basement? Is that what I understood? I suppose that's a main objective. Secret basement. Take the old key and find the lock beside the painted sun to gain access to the basement. I guess it's not necessarily in the ground floor. Could be somewhere else, and then lead down. Oh, is this the attic? Perhaps that painting is up here. Whoa. Things between the walls. I want to see what this is.
A secret room, eh? Always my favorite room in a house.
Flesh Magics of Tall. Professor Angus Yeardsley. What was that? Catherine, I have cracked the cipher and at last begun to decipher my father's journals, and I believe that I found what I was looking for already, a reference and coordinates to an island and a black stone tomb set high in the cliffs thereof. Surely this is the vertiginous coffin and hollow stone well of the second book, mentioned so obliquely in his correspondences. I can scarcely wait to set sail once more and find the truth of it. I know I've laid all my hopes on false trails in the past, but this time feels different. I feel as though some guiding hand is upon my shoulder, pushing me toward the right place to look. But should this latest venture also prove fruitless, please believe that I will not stop looking. Nothing will stop me in my search for the compendium, for I would surely sail over the very edge of the earth if I could but hear your laughter one more time. Oh. Antiquities of Wildstrom, a catalog. Got him. So we got the painting. We just have to find the secret path, I think. Who's this guy? April 10th. The winds favor our change of course, though the captain still be secretive about our destination. 'Tis off the shipping lanes and seas not well known, but we've provisions enough for weeks yet, and the weather remains favorable. For the promised bonus, there's not a man on board who turned back to the mainland now. Sighted the isle off the port bow and came about. A fair harbor there was at the northern end, just as the captain says there would be. A grim cast to the cliffs and a few trees. 'Tis a desolate place, and I shall be glad to see the back of it when our business is concluded. Whatever that business is, Captain seems feverish almost, but will no say what got his blood up. Captain took a party in the launch at first light and made landfall on a spit of sand neath the cliffs. I've an ill feeling about this place and no desire to see it any closer, so I stays aboard. Captain signals that they'll make camp and stay the night. Mighty glad I volunteered not. 'Tis a bad place to spend the night. Second watch, I heard a strange howling, unearthly out the blackness, as sent my hackles on end. Then no sooner it came than it died away, and left me listening hard to nothing but the waves, and wondering if I dreamed it. Must have been tired, for it seemed to me a lightning flash seared the horizon, and for a brief, bright moment showed another island, close at hand, where none could be found during the day. No storm or sign of such. The sea plays tricks on the mind in the long watches of the night. In the long watches of the night. After noon, the captain's party returned, and the captain bids we all make haste to sail for the mainland as soon as the tide allows. Their number was one short. As the captain tells it, they found a pit opening into a cave wormed into the cliff. With fastened ropes, the men descended to explore the place. Young Carruthers slipped upon the treacherous wet stone within and fell into a chasm, where his body was dashed to pieces on the rocks. To recover the body would have put more lives at risk, so there he stays. A sorry fate indeed. This isle has proven its malice to my mind. Nonetheless, the captain found what he was looking for. Deep in the cave, some sort of shrine, he says, where long ago was hid a book of solid gold. 'Tis a beautiful thing, and sure to be worth a pretty piece, but to cost a life in the finding sits ill with me. A fresh easterly picked up, and we left that sullen black isle behind us. The captain is in high spirits, but I like it not. 'Tis not natural to feel so light of heart after a death, and he has a glint to his eye, of greed perhaps, a gold sickness. I have not seen him so animated since before his wife passed. April 16th. Again in the night that howling, a noise quite unearthly. Where did I get strange from? A noise quite unearthly disturbed my watch. I could tell by the look on Fletcher's face that he too had heard it, but when I asked him about it, he became sullen and taciturn. How long is this? Something follows us, a presence that is more than just wind. Ripples in our wake, unnatural, I swear it. None of the others will admit it, but I sense their unease. Another death today, an accident, or appears to be so at least. Marco fell from the rigging and broke it upon the deck. April 19th. I must keep writing my thoughts. When I put it down on paper, it seems somehow less threatening. There's a malevolence hanging over the ship. I can tell we are all feeling its presence, but most of the crew cannot put it into words. They just sense the wrongness. It's the only way I can describe it. Captain is just the same. His elation faded as fast as it came, though still he spends long hours in his cabin with that strange gold book. April 25th. My journal. I must remember to write in my journal. It is like a haze has fallen upon me, a fog of the mind. We are all sleepless, dazed like the walking dead. It is still with us. I fancy now I can see its shape upon the water, but it is as changeable and formless as the sea itself. May 28th. Back in the city, the solid ground beneath my feet seems to have awakened me from a stupor. I remember almost nothing. What happened on that voyage? When I shut my eyes, I see glimpses, hear snatches of that howling. I don't want to remember, but I must. It's still out there. May 29th. As it followed us to the city, I try to remember it exists. It follows us still, but my mind is a fog. Wherever there is water, it draws its power. Is it safe to wash, to drink? I see it in the rippling surface of the water, always at my shoulder, always its cold breath upon my ear. I must look at it closer, he says as he faints. Okay, so we got a... Captain Morag, your property has been identified as at risk during the latest structural survey of the Canal District. Our blueprints show a disused basement below the water line which could flood without proper upkeep, causing foundational decay and risking the collapse of the building. We strongly recommend an internal survey of the property to assess the risk. A lack of action in this matter could leave you liable for damages to waterways and surrounding buildings should a collapse occur. Please contact our offices to arrange a visit. Yours sincerely, Grantwell Thwaite, City Planning and Construction Department. So there's definitely a sub-basement. Wars of the Coastal City States. And I'm looking for a sun. A painting of a sun? And there being a secret lock or whatever. Take the old key and find the lock beside the painted sun. Maybe we should go back down. Because it seems like a logical place to have an entrance to the basement on the lowest floor. So I don't remember any painted suns anywhere in particular, though. Either down here or anywhere else. Oh.
A hidden entrance.
I see. There's something walking around. I'm getting Amnesia the Dark Descent vibes. That waterlogged area. I have it. It is in my grasp, but at such cost. Even now I feel the presence of the Watcher. It has followed me back across the sea, but even with the book, my work is yet beginning, for the words within its pages are encoded in glyphs of some ancient arcanism. They seem to shimmer and shift before my eyes, but I will succeed. I must. Some progress. I've deciphered a ritual that requires a bargain, a deal to be struck with strange powers. Their realm is incomprehensible to us, and communing with them across the threshold is a difficult and blasphemous act. Yet nothing is too profane if I am to return my Catherine to life. Oh boy. The ritual is a failure, all my work wasted. As I made the incantations, the bones, the cold bones of my beloved, they began to move, a trembling as if caught in a wind felt not upon my skin. Yet this was a hollow animation, for no soul returned to give flesh and life to her. Excuse me. I could feel the closeness of the Watcher, its crowing laughter as it witnessed my pitiful attempt. Still, it lurks about the house. The water gives it strength. I could banish it if I could bring myself to destroy the book, but to do so would be to give up all hope of bringing her back. I think that might be where I gotta go. I have exhumed my Catherine at great expense and no small risk, for the act was both illegal and blasphemous. I can hardly think for sorrow at this disturbance of her remains, yet I cannot rest if there remains any small chance that I could infuse her cold bones with life once again. I would risk anything, even my very soul, to bring her back. She was a virtuous saint in life, and I cannot accept that I might never be able to tell her of my regrets that I neglected her so. My father's journal speaks of a book, a compendium containing writings older than mankind. I know that this will be my salvation, if I can but find it. Okay.
That's got to be the compendium.
There she is. I'm still in the light. There we go. Something's stomping around out there. I'm afraid. Let's do this. Oh no. Taking a sip of coffee first. How do I destroy it though? Do I just leave? And not get killed by this thing? What? Oh, it's invisible? What the f-
Close one, but I've still got the goods.
Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Hey, hey!
Alright, let's get out of here.
Good timing.
I'm soaked through.
Wow. Okay. Shadow on the water. Oh, we got most of the loot, actually. Pockets picked. Found all the secrets. Cool. Yeah, that was really good. Shadow on the water. Fun stuff. Nice recommendation. Shout out to YouTube comments. Keeping me informed when these come around and cool ones to play, so by all means, let me know.